Sherri Show top exec found unalive after the show launches a probe into missing money and unpaid rent. So this can be found on page 6. My husband Joe showed me this morning. Of course, you guys may or may not know that I'm friends with Sherri Shepherd, but not the kind of friendship where I can pick the phone up and call and go, girl, how you doing? But the kind of friendship where I can text her, but I don't abuse it. I text her uplifting things all the time, and she will text back uplifting things to me. So we don't be sitting there with the gossip, okay? So it says here that Matt Uzzle, Uzzle or Uzzle, I'm going to say Uzzle because I don't know how to pronounce the man's name, the executive in charge of the Sherri Shepherd's Eponymous, what the hell's that word? E-P-O-N-Y, eponymous. Child, let's look up the word. This is what we's going to do. Every time we come up, eponymous. Let's see what that means. It means a person giving their name to something. Wow. Eponymous. We learned something new today. We're going to look up shows and words in real time. I have a large vocabulary, but if I come across a word that I don't know, I do look it up and I start using it in sentences so that I can remember it in the future. So let's go back again. Matt Uzzle, the executive in charge of Sherri Shepherd's eponymous daytime talk show, was found unalive in his Piermont, New York home on February the 13th, right before Valentine's Day. A police source confirmed to page 6. Police would not comment further as it is an open investigation, but Uzzle is believed to have passed in an apparent self-deletion. We have to watch the words we use on YouTube because they will flag and demonetize my video, and I can't afford that. It says Uzzle, whose primary job was to manage the production and oversee the budget at Sherri, was under investigation at the show at the time of his passing, page 6 has learned. Sources told us several departments have been complaining about issues with petty cash, and it was recently brought to the parent company Debmar Mercury's attention that rent at the show's Chelsea studio in NYC had not been paid since September. September? We're in February, child. Oh my God. Now, you guys might hate me for my opinion, but I really believe that the day named day that Oprah Winfrey stepped foot on the Sherri Show, she done brought a curse to that show. I don't dislike Oprah, but I just feel like she has some bad juju on her. Look when she opened that school in Africa. All them children got essayed, right? So, anyways, another source told us that the show has not been impacted, and Debmar Mercury has continued production of Sherri. Well, obviously they've continued because the show is still on, right? It's a live show. Uzzle, whom Shepherd inherited from the Wendy Williams show. Remember that, you know, Debmar Mercury was producing the Wendy Williams show, and then Wendy lost it. Poor Wendy. We're gonna have to do a show on her because something broke about her too. And then that's how Sherri got her show, right? After Sherri replaced Wendy Williams' program, said he needed a couple of days to get his paperwork together after Brass confronted him about the show's financial status, according to a source familiar with the situation. Sources told us police performed a welfare check after no one heard from him and found him unalive. A rep for Debmar Mercury did not reveal details about his passing or personal issues, but told us, "We have retained a law firm, Morgan Lewis, to help us investigate the matter, and pending the outcome of that investigation, we will have further comment." OMG. So what I'm going to do today is text my friend Sherri and just give her condolences over this loss, because Sherri has a heart of gold, and I'm sure that this has affected her. And I'm not going to ask her nothing. That's what I do. I know boundaries in friendship. Have you ever had a friend that don't know any boundaries? You know? Like, I don't invite people into my bedroom. I don't care how close a friend you are with me. Like my sister, my cousin, my mom. You know, my mom's passed almost 8 years. But people like that can come into my bedroom. But friends? Because after I already made my bed, I don't want nobody sitting on it. Not even Joe. Not even my husband. I'm really OCD about stuff like that, you know. But there are friends out there that just don't really know their boundaries. I know boundaries. If I have you as a friend and I text you all the time and you answer text but you don't ever call me, I won't call you either. And it's not tit for tat. It's like I'm following your lead. Like, I have this really great friend. He's in his 60s. He calls me frequently, at least a couple times a week. Bless his heart, we have really, really uplifting conversations because he's smart. He's got a big vocabulary. I can use up my vocabulary on him, stuff like that. But he's always complaining that I never call him. But the few times that I've called him, he never answers the phone. And I call him at a time when I know he's available. And I'm like, I ain't gonna call you. You can always call me. I will always pick up your phone call, but I ain't gonna call you. But I'll text you. You know, so I just set up the boundaries. So this is sad. Was the man really stealing? All this is alleged, right? And it's sad that he had to unalive himself. Maybe he was going to go to jail. Maybe he would have to pay back the money if he took it, you know? It's really, really sad. And I'm sorry to hear this about my friend's show. It's just been revealed that Wendy Williams is suffering from aphasia and dementia. I think this is so sad. Isn't that what Bruce Willis has? And you guys have seen how much he's deteriorated, you know? I know Wendy has admitted forever that she was on coke at one time, and people thought, you know, that she went back on it again when she lost her show. I don't know that to be true. Wendy has been through so much, and I just remember when she would just sit on her stage so poised and would just do her gossip, interview people. Wendy was always brash, and a lot of people say she's getting her karma. What karma? That was her show. You guys watched. I watched, right? I was there for the 6-week sneak peek when it first started back in the early 2000s, went like 2006 or something like that. And I was praying for her to get the show. And I watched that movie on Lifetime about Wendy and how hard she worked to get to where she was. And she married this louse and went through all that stuff to have babies. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this, but when I got married to my husband, I told him, you know, we don't know if any of us have infertility issues, but honestly, if we found out that we do, we have to just make sure that we're okay with that, because I'm not going to take, even if I could afford it, I'm not going to take these shots and hormones and injections and stuff. I'm not going through any pain like that to try to have a baby. Childbirth pain, yes, but not the other pain. And so props to the people that need to go through that type of stuff and can endure it, you know, because I know I couldn't. It's not for the weak. But when they went through that to have this boy, and I really feel like this boy hasn't done right by her, you know, Kevin Jr. or whatever. Who's going to take care of her? I think her mom's gone. I don't know if the dad's still here, but he's older. She's got a sister and a brother. I don't know that they're going to do the right thing by her. She's under some type of guardianship right now, they say. And, you know, I saw that interview that she did with Black China. Black China went to go see her, and Black China was so decent to her. But you could see that either her mind wasn't there or she just couldn't get out the words, because I think that's what that aphasia is, right? I don't know enough. I think it has something to do with the way your brain processes and speech and stuff like that. But my heart is broken for her. I don't believe it's no stupid karma bullcrap. You know, people say, oh, she talked about a lot of people. What are you doing in your kitchen at your dinner table? Aren't you gossiping about people too? You know, that's what her show was predicated on. And Sherri, my friend Sherri Shipper, did not want to have that type of show. That's why she has this happy-go-lucky show, because she didn't want to have to gossip about people, because she's friends with everybody in the industry, right? Now, Wendy, she didn't make no friends in the industry. And now she's got this dire diagnosis. All I can do from here is pray. There's nothing else I can do, right? And pray that whoever has the guardianship will take care of her and not take advantage of her. You know? All right, so that's all I have to report on the Wendy thing. As we know more, we'll come back with another video. We don't want to prolong these videos when they don't have to be. I personally, I'm going to be praying for Wendy. And if you are so inclined and you feel sorry for her, do the same thing. All right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and of course watching. Bye.